everyone, it's Brittany and Riot, who is eating my necklace, who is going to not be in this video because she is doing stuff like that. I love you so much. You're getting so big. You're getting like a big dog. Now that I put the little rascal down, today's video is about my tattoos and piercings. So I know I made a video like 4 months ago. It was 50 facts about me, and I said I had no tattoos, which is true. So in the past 4 months, I've got some tattoos. It was actually really spur of the moment. One of them was, the other one was slightly more thought out, and I actually don't regret either of them. And I've had a lot of piercings. I guess I'll just do tattoos first, and then piercings. The first tattoo I ever decided to get was spur of the moment. I was with someone getting a tattoo, and I've thought about getting a tattoo, and I thought of the word for a while that I wanted, and I knew that a spot that I wanted it, but I never made a connection until I was like actually in the tattoo shop. But I got the word inspire on my wrist, and it's actually in my own handwriting. I had the tattoo artist draw it out, and it just really wasn't my style. It was kind of, I guess, more old school tattoo, and I wanted something very kind of girly, dainty, so I just drew it. And I drew it maybe 4 times, and this is how it came out. And I also decided to get it facing towards me because it's more, I guess, for me. I mean, what it symbolizes, I think it's kind of obvious. It's just that right now I make YouTube videos. It's what I love to do. I love to inspire and create new things, try new things, and just inspire myself and other people. And I don't know if I will always be making YouTube videos, but it's just a reminder to myself that right now I'm doing something that I love so much, and I hope that I'm always doing something that I love, and I'm always doing something that inspires others. So yeah, that was just kind of my tattoo, and I really love it. And since it's just a straight cursive, you know, just go like that, it took under a minute. I mean, you did the stencil. He did the stencil probably, I made him like wash it off maybe like 15 times. I wanted it like just this way. And it took a minute to actually do the tattoo part, so the pain wasn't bad. I'm actually really bad with pain, really bad, and I didn't even flinch or anything. It's not bad at all. It doesn't really feel like a needle. It's like a little cat scratch, barely. So if a pain is the thing hindering you from getting a tattoo, don't worry. Now the second tattoo I got with my mother, and it is kind of sentimental to us because when I was growing up, she had Hodgkin's disease, which is a form of cancer. It was when I was very young. I think she got diagnosed when I was about 3, and she started getting treated when I was like 4, 5, and 6, and then she was completely cured by the time I was 7. When that was all going on, I didn't really go to, I mean, I did go to school, but I didn't go to school that much because I stayed home to help my mom and just be with my mom, and we watched a lot of Sailor Moon, and for some reason, I wrote like a little kid's book that like was Sailor Moon, and in Sailor Moon they suck energy out of the people, and I was trying to like suck the bad energy out of my mom. I don't know, really hippy dippy stuff, but Sailor Moon was kind of like, I don't know, something that connected both of us. It was slightly spur of the moment. We knew we wanted to get one, and we kind of decided on the moon, and we both got it right here. So yeah, that is what it is, because I'm not going to get a cartoon of Sailor Moon. That's not my personal jam, but a cute little dainty moon. That's my jam. And this spot was definitely more tender than the wrist, but again, it didn't hurt at all. And for now, that's all my tattoos. I don't really have a plan to get any other tattoos. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I do get another one, but I don't have anything like on the list. I do absolutely love my pug dog. I've always loved pug dogs. I have like this thing for pug dogs, like this weird obsession with pug dogs. So I feel like that would be something that I would never grow sick of, just because it's like so ingrained in me. But I've never seen a tattoo of a pug that I 100% love. So if you're an artist, and I don't know if I want a realistic one or if I want a cartoonish one. I've seen like a realistic one I kind of like, and I've seen a cartoon one I kind of like, but like cartoon black and white kind of stencil, or realistic in the sense where it's black and white. Something like that. So if you're an artist and you want to try to draw me a pug dog, please do that and tweet it at me. I'll leave my Twitter down below, and I would really get your drawing on me tattooed. So yeah, go for it. Now on to my piercings. My first piercing was, of course, my ears, which I actually got, I think, at age 14 because I was super scared of needles. And then, since then, I had friends pierce like all the way up, but I don't wear earrings anymore. I don't even know how many holes I have left open. I think I have 2 on this side and 1 on this side. I don't know, but I wear earrings very rarely. And then my next piercing was my belly button, which I got with my mother's permission when I was, I think, 16, so I've had it for a very long time. Not a very long time, but a little bit of time. So I guess I'll show you. It's still in like really good condition. I rarely ever think about it or change it. I'm wearing like high-waisted stuff. Guys love it! I'm just kidding, they hate it. And I would have to say that the belly button out of all my piercings was the most painful. It really felt like I was just getting stabbed in the stomach, but it lasted for a second and I've had it for years now, so it's worth it. The next piercing I got was when I was 17 and it was without my mother's permission. There was a place by my school that would pierce you underage, and I won't name it, but I know a lot of friends who went and got piercings there. And I got my Monroe pierced. I don't know if I have a photo of it. I actually, prior to getting it, I wore a cell phone gem right here and to trick my mom, and I was like, yeah, this is what girls are doing now. They're wearing like cell phone gems. You just stick it on with eyelash glue. And she goes, you all are weird. And she kept like making me take it off and showing her. And then I got it pierced for real, and it was like red and swollen, but for some reason my mom didn't notice it. Actually, the second day I had it pierced, she looked me in the eyes and she goes, you know, if you change that cell phone gem for a real piercing, I will know, and I will not be happy, and you will be in trouble. And it was already pierced. I was like, oh, okay, yes, Mom, I won't change the cell phone gem. But of course, after about a week, she ended up figuring it out, and I had to take it out. So I didn't have it that long. It was actually really uncomfortable. I would never get my Monroe pierced again. And maybe a few days after my 18th birthday, I got my lip pierced. And I've always had like kind of like a fatter bottom lip. And I got it pierced with a ring because I love hoops on the face. I don't know why. And my bottom lip swelled around like the hoop, and the hoop was strangling my lip. So I had it in for maybe 2 days, and my lip was just so big, and it was just being like sucked in that when I finally took it out, there was this huge indent in my lip from being like the pressure of it just trying to bulge out of the lip ring. It was hideous, but it didn't scar or anything. I mean, I didn't have it in for that long, and that pain wasn't, I mean, the pain of piercings is always way worse the few days after you get it done than the initial pain. And then probably a year ago, I got my nose pierced. Would it have been a year ago? Maybe it would be more like 8-9 months ago, but it's pretty healed. I have this hoop which is way too big for my nose. I know, everybody tells me, but what happened was I had it pierced with a stud. I love hoops, as I said, and I put in the hoop and I couldn't get the hoop in. So it took me about 30 minutes of re-piercing my nose myself to get this hoop in, and then I realized it was way too big for my nose. But I was like, I did not go through all of that to just take it out and lose my piercing, because I ended up losing the stud too. And I also closed it in too tight, so I have to go to a professional to get it opened and removed and get a smaller one in, and I just haven't done that because whatever, it's a little more than a tad too big, but I like the hoop. I just realized this has been a very long video. If you have any questions or anything, leave them down below. I am not a professional, so I don't think I should be giving healing tips. I have been lucky. Everything I've had has healed really nicely. I put Aquifer on my tattoos, and I do salt water on my nose, and everything else I kind of forgot what to do, but you can just Google that stuff. But yeah, that's personally all the tattoos and piercings I've had. I hope this has been interesting to you, and I hope this hasn't inspired you to go run out and get something done, because that's not the point of this video. Everything I did, for the most part, was really thought out, and I have had no problems with any of my things. I do not regret any of my things, but there's always a chance of that, so, you know, listen to your parents and not to the girl with pink hair on the internet. And with that being said, I shall see you all in my next video. Bye!